Hey YouTube, it's Ashley. First, let me apologize for taking so long to give you guys an update on my hair. I had a couple of things that was going on with me. My last update was the first few days in July, and that's when I cut my relaxed ends. Um, right after I cut the relaxer off my hair, my dog died. And it was a pretty sudden thing. And any of you pet owners know that, when you lose a dog or a cat or a pet or whatever, it kind of hits you hard. And then immediately after that, I started having some health issues, which, I had dealt with for maybe a good 6 to 8 weeks before doctors finally figured out that I have asthma. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know you could get asthma as an adult. So, with all that being said, I am better, and I am ready to give you guys this update. So, as you can see, I have a little length. I have a fresh retie. I got my retie on the 21st. So that was Saturday. Today is Monday. I'm getting my days mixed up because I'm off work for Christmas break and stuff. So I'm just getting a little mixed up. And this is a 2-day-old twist out that I did. So what I did was I just took small sections, twisted my hair down, and then just rolled the ends with some pillow rollers. So that's what that is. It actually kind of looks messed up at the top because I didn't tie it down or anything. I just kind of went to sleep on it. So let's get into what has been going on with my hair. So, after I cut my relaxed ends and during the time that I was, having my health problems or whatever, my relaxed ends started looking real funny. I liked the little bit of relaxed ends that I kept on my hair initially, but then they started kind of acting weird. And so what I did was I went ahead and clipped them. My locks had already settled enough, because I'd had them for a year, enough for me to go through and, what I thought they had settled enough for me to go through and clip the rest of my relaxer off of my hair. Now, there are a couple, as you can see. Maybe you can't see. I'm trying to zoom in. Like right here, that's relaxer. Okay, so a couple of them still have the relaxed ends on them, but for the most part, later in the summer, I went ahead and just completely clipped the relaxed ends off, most of them. And I did that because the relaxer was just, some of them were just not cooperating. And it didn't look good to me anymore. So I started clipping them. And then some of my locks started unraveling. Especially here in the back. Like right in here, my locks completely unraveled after having them for a year and a couple of months. And I didn't even realize they had unraveled until my loctician was retaining my hair back in September. And she was like, do you know the back of your head has completely unraveled? And I was like, girl, you are lying. Like, how is this even a thing? So she had to completely reestablish this part, my crown, in the back of my head, which I was pretty pissed at myself about. And that's only because apparently I had cut too much of the relaxer off. I had cut into the lock, which caused the lock to unravel, and I stopped braiding and banding. So I started feeling myself. I was like, I don't need to do this anymore. I've reached my year mark, and I was just free washing, and that with not having the relaxed ends anymore to kind of anchor the lock, my hair was like, girl, bye. So I had to get that part reestablished back in September. And so after that, I started back braiding and banding, and I only braid and band now my perimeter. I only braid my perimeter now. I can leave the middle part out while I'm washing, but I do make sure to braid and band my edges. And so I haven't had any issues since then. I also had issues with bunching, and I really do think that came from just having my relaxed ends, and I didn't notice how bad my bunching was until I cut most of my relaxed ends off. So it wasn't anything that that was hard to problem to solve for me. Literally what I did was, like, I would feel the back of, I would just start kind of feeling my hair, and I would feel the bunching, and I would just take a rat tail comb and just pick it like that. And all it was, the bunching was the relaxer. Okay. And so I would pick it to where the relaxer kind of came out of the lock, and then I would snip it. It just took me probably about a month of just sitting on the couch watching TV and just doing that, and kind of grooming my own locks and making them look more uniform. So that's what I did. I was feeling some kind of way initially about cutting my hair because I've always been used to long hair, and so although I liked it at first, after a couple of days, I think reality kind of set in, and I was just like, I was just not really feeling this. So I went through it probably wasn't until October that I was like not really feeling my locks because they were short. And like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't really feeling the short look. People were giving me compliments, but I wasn't feeling it. And then all of a sudden in October, I was just like, let me try to see if I can, pull the front up in a ponytail. And I pulled it up in a little puff, and it was cute. And I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't realize how much in that time my hair had grown. And so when people say take pictures of your locks or your hair journey or whatever, do that, because in the midst of everything that was going on with me, I wasn't really realizing that my hair was growing in the process. So I can tell now, just looking now, versus pictures of when I first cut it. I mean, it's growing. So I can put most of it in a ponytail, or like I like to call it a bunny tail. It's not a ponytail yet; it's a bunny tail. So I can put most of it in a little bunny tail, and hopefully I'm hoping Well, I know by the time I reach my 2-year mark next the end of next June, June 2020, that it will be, I can fit it comfortably in a ponytail. But record your progress. Take pictures, take video, try to take, pose the same way periodically. Because like I said, I didn't do that as much as I'm doing now. And I couldn't tell the growth. And now I can do little styles, like I can, roll and tuck the front of my hair, and it stays. It's, I don't have locks sticking all out of it and stuff. And so I can't wait till I can do, 2 little Dutch braids to the back or whatever. So I'm looking forward to the growth. And so I think that's all. My grid is still intact. So everything is still looking good. My problem area, this part of my problem area, I did have my loctician lock or combine a couple of those locks in the back. And you probably can't tell. I'm going to try to show y'all here in the back, here's one. I had locks that were extremely thin. That's the side. I'm trying to show y'all one of my troublemakers. Okay, here's one. Like this one. It's extremely thin. And so when I cut the relaxer off, it just made it, like I said, it just made it easier for the locks back there to unravel. Um, with me not braiding the band and stuff like that. And so I insisted that she combine some of those locks because I just felt like they were too thin. And with me being, next week it'll be my 18 month, I'll be a year and a half into my lock journey. I felt like, they had enough time to do what they were gonna do. And if they hadn't done anything at this point, they weren't gonna get any larger. So I just had her to combine some. I felt better about it. I didn't want the paranoia of snapping it off or anything. I wanted those locks in the back to be stronger. So, reluctantly, she listened to me and she combined maybe 2 or 3 of those locks. So my grid is off a little bit back here. But for the most part, everything else is intact. Let me see if I can get my middle. So as you can see, I still have my grid. Let's see. So, yeah. So, all of that is intact. So like I said, I'm liking my hair now. Excuse me. I'm liking my hair more now because, I'm starting to see the growth. And like I said, I don't know if it was because I was sick this summer or what, and that could have been the reason why I was just like, I'm not feeling my hair. It's because I physically did not feel good. So, after I got my diagnosis and got my asthma pumps, it was like, oh, okay, my hair is cute. And seriously, so I don't know if it was just I wasn't feeling the shortness or it was because I was sick. I don't know what it was. But, I mean, my hair is doing, it's doing okay. And, I got little frizzies on the ends. And some of these locks still have perm ends on them. Like this one. This right here on the end, that's perm. And I'll probably, cut it off. I have so many locks and I had so much perm. I don't think I will ever be able to get every lock that has perm on it and snip it. It's too much. So if I see something that didn't look right, I just take some scissors and kind of snip at it or whatever. I'm not tripping about that, but about, snipping at my hair, just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. But, here it is, y'all. Here's my update. If y'all have any questions, or comments, please leave them down below. To the people that have been riding with me on this journey since the beginning, thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you guys for being so patient in this little crazy summer, fall, the issues that I was having. Thank you guys so much. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I promise to give you guys more content. I promise I will try to keep up with, with everything. I think on my next video, I'm going to talk about, the pros and cons of cutting your relaxed ends off your Sisterlocks, okay? So, till next time, smooches.